Yo, beast mode, I go beast mode. Left, right hook, then I reload. Speed, agility, breathe slow. Connect every uppercut, clean blows.
John Conteh, nice to meet you.
Yes, nice
How
to be
you
here.
doing?
Yeah, great to be here.
Had a nice day at Rooney's gym?
Been fantastic, great charity for the Parkinson's, raising money through John Rooney inviting me over. And it's great to be part of their charity fundraiser.
Thank you for coming. I'm going to ask you a bit about your career, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Just a few things. Obviously, you were the WBC world champion. Would you say that was your best win, your biggest win?
Definitely, 1974.
They said you were too young at the time.
I was 23 years of age, and I was October the 1st, 1974, the Empire Pro Wembley against Jorge Armada from Argentina. Vacant title over 15 rounds. Harry Gibbs was the referee, and yeah, I got it.
Had they switched by the time you'd retired? Had they switched to 12?
No.
So you fought 15 rounds?
I retired in 1980. It was 15 rounds, and I think about maybe 5 years, 85, something like that, it changed down to 12 rounds.
Do you think that's a good change for the sport?
Absolutely, yeah, it must be for the people, the medical people, and the authorities who put that effort in to find out why and the dangers of. It's a good. It must be a good decision.
Obviously, that ties into sort of what we're here for today with the Parkinson's and the head trauma and that kind of thing. What would you say was your best win?
The world title.
The world title.
October the 1st against Jorge Armada.
You also won the British, Commonwealth, European.
Yeah.
Keep going. What else did you win?
That was it.
That was it. Did they have area titles back then?
Yes, they did, but
yeah,
I didn't
fight for any. You went bypassed that.
Yeah.
Who would you say was your toughest opponent?
World title, Jorge Armada. Okay. Chris Finnegan, 15 rounds with Chris. We had in 73, and Matej Parlov, 15 rounds, was trying to regain the title in Belgrade, 1977, and 78 actually wasn't.
You fought the same guy. I forget his name.
Matthews,
twice.
Said Mohammed, Matt Franklin, 15 rounds in 79, and then 4 rounds in 1980.
Now you're a bit of a personality as well, and when I was doing watching the YouTubes of you, there was a clip I'd not seen before. I've seen your boxing, obviously. Of you out charisma ring, I think would be the word, Muhammad Ali.
Well, yeah, it was at the Albert Hall, and I think it was around about 1974 when I won the world, just after I won the world title, I think. And we were guests there, both of us watching the fights, and he introduced me in the ring, and we was having a...
And you did a rather good impression of him, I seem to recall.
Yeah, yeah.
You care to do it again?
No, I can't remember. I can't remember the lines. If I can remember the lines, I get my licence, but well, I took the microphone, or I had the microphone. I got the microphone off him, and yeah, had a bit of banter. It was good.
I think he said that you were better looking than him, and then
yeah.
you did a rather good impression of him.
I said to him, you should have seen me before I started. Is it true that the story that he encouraged you to fight at light heavyweight? I boxed twice on his bill in Croke Park, Dublin in 1972, and in 1973 at the Convention Centre Las Vegas when he fought Joe Bugner. I was on the undercard there, and I said, Mohammed, could you give me some advice please before the fight? He says, yeah, get out my division.
Said, sorry?
Get out my division, because I was campaigning as a heavyweight at the time.
Oh right, so you started life as a heavy?
Yeah, they were billed as a heavyweight, and I was never big enough, and it was good advice.
And that was before they introduced cruisers.
Cruiser, yeah.
If they had cruisers, would you have gone to cruiser?
Yeah, definitely. It would have been a natural. I thought light heavy was natural for me anyway. I wasn't killing myself to make the weight.
Yeah.
But I certainly wasn't heavyweight.
What do you make of the heavyweights of today? These guys that are
great,
huge?
Fantastic. The size of them, you got Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, 6'5", the Klitschko's obviously, Deontay Wilder. These are huge guys. Big.
Do you think it's an exciting time to be a heavyweight
definitely
boxer?
Now over here we've got the heavyweight championship, 4 versions of the title, going for the big undisputed one against Wilder. Will probably be his next fight. Very exciting times,
Who do you back to win that one?
I would say Anthony Joshua, you know, because he's very positive, Wilder. You know, he got great. He doesn't. I think he started late. I think he was a basketball player, but he doesn't worry about what he hasn't got. He just focuses on what he has got, and is very positive about it. He just focuses on that, and that's terrific. But I think Anthony's got an all-round game. I think he's more talented and more experienced in the sense of Olympic champion, world champion now. He's learning all the time. He started late himself at 17. He's always seemed to be playing catch-up. But obviously, Deontay Wilder won't allow him to catch up in this fight. And he doesn't need to worry about that. Anthony, he just needs to just give it everything he's got. He's got the ability. He's got the boxing, the styles. He's got a more rounded game.
What did you make of the points win? Because he came into criticism, which was a bit unfair, because it was a world unification against an unbeaten champion, and he boxed him rather than went in for a tear-up.
Yeah, and the guy in front of him was a very tough lad, you know, hard chin, could take a great shot, a good fighter, great fighter, you know, he's won all these fights undefeated. Yeah, the higher you go, the better fighters you're going to come up against, and he was one of them, obviously, Joseph. And now he's going to the next step, Deontay Wilder. So, and the criticisms of Anthony saying he's, you know, should have stopped, they're judging him from the past fights. He's moving up to bigger, tougher fighters, harder, you know, more talented fighters. As Joseph, as I said, was. Now he's going into Deontay Wilder. But like I said, he's got the bigger package. Deontay's still got the big punch, the big power. He's going to be very aggressive. But I think if Anthony just is as aggressive as he is with his defence or his attack, trust what he's got. Don't try and play catch up or worry about what combinations he hasn't got or thinking about it too much. Just let it go, whether it be where he's attacking or whether he's defending. Be very aggressive and be very controlled aggression, you know. But aggressive, that's not to say go and fight like Mike Tyson. It's not his style. But he's got obviously the fighting power in there to do that, but he's got a lot more other tools as well. But just be in control of them and let them go, let it go.
And you think he'll do it that way?
Oh yeah.
It's a very good time for British boxing. I mean, we've got, you know, what we've got now, 7, 8. We lost a few. We've got several world champions. So is there anyone in any division that you'd pick out as your favourite? Do you watch the boxing? You obviously follow it, where you talk about Anthony Joshua. Yeah,
I do. I'd say, like I say, Anthony Joshua. I watch him. It's the heavyweight. It's a great time. We've got the.
That's your favourite division to watch, and that's his
well,
favourite,
not only favourite. It's just the way it is at the moment. The heavyweight championship is owned by us at the moment. Yeah. By a very talented fighter.
So you think Britain leads the way in the?
Absolutely, yeah, I do, because from the heavyweight, you know, you look from the top.
Okay, all right. So if you could fight any of today's fighters, who would you most like, back in your day, who would you most like to have had a little scrap with? You think would have suited your style?
I never thought like that, you know. Just whatever they put you up against, you do, you know. You just respond to each fight as it comes, and everyone's different, a different personality, how they handle it, how they talk about it. Myself was just, well, this is the fight, and if they're, well, not so much laid back, I just the way I was, and if someone's the opposite, let's say, talking about the fight, what they're going to do, what they can't do, well, I just hope that they can't back it up and say,
cool lip
well, I know what I'm doing, I know what I've got to do is
I saw you said you trained as if the training was your opponent. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, for the endurance.
It's a good.
It's not the, you know, you're not based believing it, basing it all on that. Yeah. Because it's like practicing is not the real thing, you know. Yeah. But it gives you the endurance, you know. Number one, the fitness, and you practice as best as you can do from outside of the actual fight. You can prepare yourself as best for that. And when you get in and go on the night of the fight, just let it happen mentally. You just want to be very positive, round by round, respond, attack, whatever it is your style is, just fulfill it and enjoy it. When you're young and strong and you're growing, it's fantastic. It's an exciting trip.
Well, thank you for talking to me. I know you got to rush off, but you've been giving your tips and your stories to the guys here with the Spotlight YOPD. So thank you for lending your support
for
them as well. John, thank you very much.
It's great to be here.
Cheers.
Yo, beast mode, I go beast mode. Left, right hook, then I reload. Speed, agility, breathe slow. Connect, hurry up, and cut clean blows.